Pictures of a baby being passed over a wall to soldiers shocked the world as Afghanistan fell to the Taliban. The baby was cared for by a doctor from Sussex, Lieutenant Colonel Ben Caesar, who was working in a field hospital in Kabul. 1 year on, he told our health correspondent Mark Norman he now uses his military experience to run special clinics for veterans at the Royal Sussex County Hospital in Brighton.
In the middle of the carnage and confusion at Kabul airport a year ago, a baby is handed up to American soldiers. That baby is then passed to the medical team at the airport, including Lieutenant Colonel Ben Caesar, a Sussex orthopaedic and trauma surgeon.
The small children were at risk of being crushed and then were being lifted up and handed over the gates to the soldiers above. That is where that image appeared from, of the child being handed over, and of course they then ended up with us at the hospital to be tended to and looked after.
Lieutenant Colonel Caesar was only in Kabul for 3 weeks, but during that time he experienced some of the most frightening moments of his military career as thousands of Afghans managed to access the runway.
We had no idea that they were just civilians, and there was concern that they may have been the Taliban coming across the airfield. We were setting up our facility and rounds were being taken, hitting the hospital building, and there was a call over the tannoy, body armour and helmets on, weapon systems made ready, prepared to defend the hospital. That was a truly worrying moment, and the only time that's happened to me in my 10 years in the military. It's not uncommon with arthritis.
And using that unique blend of military experience and clinical expertise, this trust operates one of only 2 specialist clinics in the NHS dedicated to military veterans.
And I should probably be telling the Colonel I can walk up to about 50 yards and then I'm completely, I won't use the expression because we're on camera.
We actively look to have serving, reserve and former service personnel on staff to provide that expertise and knowledge, because one of the things that veterans tell me is they like to come to a clinic where people understand what they've been through.
And that unique combination of experience and excellence will no doubt be required for many years to come. Mark Norman, BBC South East Today, Brighton.